Okay everybody, we're back at the Dell GX280 and now we're at the video performance stage. I already know how this machine performs with the calculations per second and the CPU speed. It's pretty good, but the only question remains, am I still able to play low-end games on Windows 8 even though it uses Windows Aero in the background? I'm going to find that out, and I'm hoping to take any suggestions if the game starts to slow down or anything. So, in the elementary school that I service the computers at, oh shit, I keep putting my toe on the keyboard. Oh, that was really fast. Holy shit. That didn't even take that long. There's grade 5 students in a classroom, and they play this game called Times Attack, which is this little alien looking thing. That game runs just fine on Windows XP. The classroom computers that are in that grade 5 room look exactly identical to this one. There's nothing different. Same specs, same amount of RAM, but different hard drives. This one has a 250 gig, the others have a 40 gig. And, of course, they're SATA drives. Now, I'm pretty sure the speakers are up. Let's see if they are. Yep. And I want to hook this thing up to the internet again, because I want to see how good it does on YouTube. Oh, you little bugger. Oh. Do you want to turn on PC sharing? Yeah, sure, why not? For my home network. And there we go. So, do we have internet? And yep, we do. So, and if you're hearing these muffling sounds coming from these speakers, that is from me moving the mouse. I don't know why it does that. And also it's hard drive interference as well, so whenever the hard drive loads something, the speakers make that awkward sound, and it kind of gets annoying, but they're USB powered speakers, so what can you expect? Okay, so let's try this out. I really picked a crappy optical mouse. The bottom's made of some like rubber material. It's kind of like the old IBM ThinkPad material that they used. It had that non-slip grip on it. This is really annoying when I would like to use it on my leg or lap. I sometimes put the mouse on my lap and just use it that way. Okay. Start Times Attack. Now this isn't really a bad game, I actually find it quite enjoyable. But I don't like the fact that it has to do with math, because I don't like math. So, it seems like the graphics is okay. Okay, I'm gonna type in test. Enter. Hold on. Oh, you can hear the fan kicking in now. But that's usually common, because on Windows XP, the fan always spins up when you're loading something or if you're opening up a game like this. So it's very normal. process of loading. Okay, so press H to toggle hints off. Okay. Oh dear. This isn't really what I was expecting. If you notice, the game really lacks. It really does lack in speed. Well, it's not doing so bad right now, but this isn't bad actually. I think this is going to be fine. But it's just when you got to that kickstart thing, that's where things got really, really nasty. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be seeing that more often. Because this is an idea that might save our school some money. And most of you told me that Windows XP will stay supported until 2014. That's understandable, but I'm preparing until that actually does happen. Jeez, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not a video game person. I don't play games. I just work. And I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to turn the brightness up a bit because... Crappy piece of shit, Acer. God. Yeah, I'm cranking the brightness up and it's not getting any brighter, so... You know? This is what I get. But, hey, it was a free monitor, but still a piece of shit. Oh, well, it was bright at 1 minute, but... That's bullshit. I don't know... What the hell? Anyway. I'm not gonna play with this anymore. I'm pissed off with this monitor anyway. But if you notice, it's not all that bad. How about jumping? Okay, so there's kind of a little glitch there. When you try to jump, the sound plays first, and then the character jumps. Okay, what about walking and jumping? Yeah, kinda good. Still not something I would. Is there any way to change views or anything? Space bar to jump. No. There's nothing. But anyway. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not if Windows 8 could be a good thing for these machines. But it looks like it's doing very well. Holy shit. I'm using a rubber keyboard, so whenever I press the buttons, it's not all that great. Oh, a key. Oh, now I gotta answer a damn math question. That sucks. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. 1, okay. Whenever I spin the camera around, the frames per second isn't really all that good. Okay, so... Shit. I don't know my math all that well. I don't really care for math. Oh, what do I do with this guy? 8. Four times 2. This game is really stupid, but very slow. So yeah, the graphics in this game is kind of lacking when crazy shit happens. Like if I try spinning the camera around, it doesn't really follow at the same speed. Let's see if I can turn off Windows Arrow in the background. Okay, well now the brightness has definitely increased on the Windows desktop, but whoops. This monitor really sucks when it comes to brightening up a video game. There's no brightness setting in the game itself, so you gotta make do with what you have. There, contrast is down. There. Now, let's see if I can turn off the Windows Arrow effects. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of shitty right there. Wow. But hey, it's a beta release. Oh shit. I'm getting really mad at this monitor right now. Gonna act crazy. Okay. So now that the contrast is down a little bit more, fan's really kicking in. Now let's see if that improves anything. Just a little bit. Oh, that's a lot better now. Somewhat. So I guess whenever a student has to play this game, they'll have to either shut off the Windows Arrow, or they'll have to just play the game the way it is. I don't know if there's a setting in this game where you can shut off the Windows Arrow, because usually whenever you want to whenever you want to run a game on here, you can go into the options and select shut off visual effects when opening the game. I don't know. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, you little bastard. What the hell? Okay, so son of a bitch. The thing that really confuses me about Windows 8, I can't put anything on the desktop, and I don't know how. That's what really pisses me off about this entire thing. Like, I can't really go into the taskbar, right-click on Times Attack, and put it on the desktop. It says, create desktop shortcut. There's nothing there. My only options are unpin from start, pin to taskbar, uninstall, open a new window, run as administrator, or open file location. There's nothing that gives me the option to put it on the desktop. Even when I try to drag it to the desktop, it just keeps scooting around. So either that, I'm kind of screwed with that. So I opened the file in the location that it was stored in, and I created a shortcut on the desktop. Now, I'm trying to figure out where to turn off visual effects in the background. Like, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but if you run any older games, and if it's a full screen program, sometimes the resolution will get bigger and the arrow effects will automatically turn off. And when you exit the game, the arrow effects will turn back on. That's what I'm trying to do here, but I can't figure it out. So, disable display scaling on high DPI settings. I'm just doing whatever I can to somehow increase the video settings. Like, I would like it to automatically turn off the arrow when you open the game, but I don't think that's possible. Change settings for all users. How about we try running it in Windows 98? Okay, how about that? We'll try that. I'm going to go to Personalize. I'm going to turn the arrow back on. I go to Times Attack. And I'm not sure. Oh, okay. There's an error, and it doesn't explain what the error is. Oh, runtime error. This application has requested the runtime to terminate it in an unusual way. Please contact the application support team for more information. You little bastard. Okay, so running it for Windows 98 and Windows Me, or Windows Millennium Edition, whatever the hell you call it. Okay, how about we run it for... I'm not going to try 95 because I know it's not going to work. How about 8-bit 256 color? I don't know. I'm just giving it a shot in the dark here, trying to see what I can do. You see the arrow is still on, but the screen resolution changed. But usually when you open them, the arrow should turn off, so it can save graphics card memory. Kind of glitching out here. And there's no options in the games. Like, I can set the resolution to these. The aspect ratio can be set to normal or widescreen. Oh, there's the brightness setting. Jeez, I thought this game didn't have it. If I run it in a window, though, it'll be fine. So I believe. I'm gonna call it test again. Oh, bastard. Test. Yeah, so it still glitches, but if I turn the Windows arrow off, then it will be fine. But Windows XP, this game could run no problem. Now it can't. And I'm not sure what my friend's going to think about that. The friend is that teacher who used to be my teacher when I was in his class. Compatibility assistant, what the frick do you mean? Now, it should have ran in a window. I'm going to run it in window. I'm going to apply. Okay, so now we're running in a window. Oh dear. I think the fan in this computer has a little issue, because one of the Dell computers that I picked up actually had this problem. That fan sound, it doesn't sound good. Oh, and it ran it in full screen, didn't run it in regular screen. Little son of a bitch. Anyway, I don't care. I give up for now. Oops. So yeah, like if you guys can shed some light on that, that'd be great. Because I would also like to try to keep the Windows arrow on. But also I would like to have it disabled when you open the game. I don't know if there's a setting in Control Panel for me to do it. Control Panel. I'm going to minimize the screen. I don't know what's wrong with that heatsink fan, but it just started doing that. But I guess it has to fail sometime. I'm confused why Control Panel isn't opening. Okay, well there it goes. So I would like to go to Performance, Adjust Visual Effects. Well, don't really need arrow peak. I guess I'll have to adjust for best performance. I bet you once I apply this, the arrow's going to turn right off. Yep, just as I thought. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to make this computer more efficient for games and stuff. I don't know though. I'm really stumped on this one. Everything's great about it, like performance-wise. The machine starts up fast. It loads really fast, but the only thing that really makes it effective is the graphics. And if I can somehow open the game and the Windows arrow automatically disables itself, that would be great. But clearly, as you just see, the arrow doesn't disable itself. It stays on in the background while you're playing the game. Not really good. Or I guess I could just tell the teacher, well, you can either run it on Windows 8 basic mode and play the game, or you can just use the arrow while the game is playing. That's basically it. Next I'm going to do a review about the Start 8 start button that you put here. You're going to see how effective that is.